Hey, Talkshop Live. It's your boys, Jason and Allie, the Style Guys here. We're back. It's week 2. We're super excited. Thank you so much for having us again. And it's Good Friday. And you know what? We're going to make this a great Friday because we are talking about one of our favorite topics, getting good skin.
That's right. We're all about it. But before we get into it, like Jason mentioned, this is our second Talk Shop Live. We had such an amazing response, the very first one. Thank you so much for all your positivity that you sent our way. And of course, all the sales. That was also good. We appreciate it very much. And we're just so happy to be here. So you are stuck with us now. So don't forget to tune in every single Friday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I always have a hard time with that one. I don't know why. But in any case, make sure you're tuning in every Friday, and we really appreciate you. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Style Guys CA, and of course, like our Talk Shop page so you can stay up to date with everything that we're going to be talking about, from fashion to skincare to home stuff and everything in between.
Yes, and of course, I want to mention, if you're new to the Talk Shop live shopping format, over on our left, there's going to be a few different columns there. You can join the chat, which is very important. You can ask questions, you can view the products up close, and of course, you can shop. This week, we have a very special guest in the house. She is an entrepreneur. She is a skincare formulator, a facialist. She's a bit of a myth buster. And the only thing that she loves more than science is cats. Ladies and gentlemen, Annie Graham.
Yay!
Not gonna lie, that was true.
That's amazing. Well, welcome. We're
Thank you.
so happy to have you here. You are our second guest, and we couldn't be more excited to talk about skincare. So tell us a little bit about XO Treatment Room.
All right, so XO Treatment Room, I have a little skincare shop here in Calgary with a lab in the back where all of these creations come from. We live in a quite dry environment, so these were mainly created out of my needs and my clients' needs, and I'm in love with every single one of them. I can't choose a baby.
Well, we are too. We're definitely in love. And I mean, you know, for me, skincare has always been kind of an up and down thing because I never really knew what my skin type was. And everybody has a different kind of skin type. But what would you say would be like a good general rule for everyone to follow to have good skin?
Yeah, so I think the first thing is we all need to dial it back, right? There's so much information out there. We all feel like we have to be using all the things. And then our skin becomes probably irritated. Maybe we get a weak skin barrier and acne starts to happen, and this starts to happen, and that starts to happen. So there's a few non-negotiables. If you just dial it back, non-negotiable, you've got to wash your face. You've got to wash your face every morning and every night, and you should use a cleanser for that. Water doesn't cut it. And then you got to wear sunscreen, because people spend enormous amounts of money trying to stimulate collagen, right? Keep our face nice and juicy. But if you spend $10 on a sunscreen, you'll be protecting it.
That's really good advice.
Yeah.
I'm actually very guilty of not washing my face before bed.
Well, I'll make sure I call you tonight. Maybe tomorrow morning too.
I know, that's something that I definitely have to start doing, is washing my face twice a day. It's only a one-day thing, but I am going to promise that I'm going to do it twice.
You just need to get one that you like the smell of, right? So
yes.
that you really look forward to it. I mean,
Okay.
these are all very unisex, so nothing is, you know, too fruity or bubblegummy. Everyone can just share the skincare, right? It's all very unisex. But if you find something you enjoy using, you're really more likely to use it.
I love that so much too, because I think that, you know, for a lot of guys out there, maybe they're thinking that, you know, the skincare is not for them unless it says for guys. Do you know what I mean?
Very
Like
true.
it's kind of like a marketing gimmick that I think
Yeah.
people have done. So I love that this is just like
Maybe my next brand will be like lawnmower shaving,
Yeah.
or something more manly. But I have like women that have been using these products, and they're coming in and they're buying like 2 of everything now because their husband or their son somebody is using all of their stuff. So now there's you got to buy them in 2s if you've got extra people.
I love it. I love it.
Let's talk about marketing for a second, because it seems like every time you flip open an ad or you see something on social media, it's It's vegan, it's clean, it's not tested on animals, all the rest of it. What are we supposed to do with that?
Okay, well, it's all safe. It's all pretty much vegan. I mean, unless there's some maybe honey or beeswax in there, but there's not animal parts in your skincare. And I think that it just adds to the confusion people have, this clean beauty realm that's opened up. I think people will be much happier with skincare that is more dialed back and focused to their skin type than buying into that clean beauty. Because when we run into skin troubles, those words sound like it's going to make our skin better. And that's not necessarily true, right? You just need the right products for what's going on with you, for your environment, for your lifestyle, and it's not necessarily a marketing category. So it's good to talk to someone professional and just get a little direction.
I love that, and that's why you're here.
That's right. And so, because Annie does have a lot of good answers when it comes to skincare, so make sure you're asking questions in the chat. Emma is here. She is like the Vanna White of the Style Guys shopping channel. And we're going to get right into it. Let's get into XO FACEcare, and we're going to start with some of the basics.
Absolutely, but first I believe that there's a question already,
we have a
which we
question?
love. Keep them coming, yes.
So someone has asked about oily skin in particular, so maybe you can tell us about that as you're going through the product.
Okay.
For sure. So the question was that, this person obviously has oily skin and wanted to get a bit of background on what they should do for their oily skin. So maybe we can keep that in mind when we're talking about all the things, or are your skincare kind of products universal and you can kind of use them for everything?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you can find a regime in here for anyone. Cleansing for oily skin is important. I mean, we have sebaceous glands, oil glands. We're producing oil all night long, shedding dead skin cells. Having skin's not all that glamorous. You've got to wash it. There's lots of things going on here. It's like a little ecosystem. So a good cleanse every morning, every night, and being consistent with it should help with that oily skin. I think a clear cleanser is probably the way to go. You're going to get more of that whisking away of the oil, and something like the Surface O has a pH that is a little more whisking if you've got that oily skin, where the Surface X might be better if you have a little bit of dry skin. And these are only different in pH, not actual formulation.
Perfect.
Right, so these are our first two products that we're going to talk about, cleansers, Surface X and Surface O. These are $25.99. Again, all of our prices on Talkshop Live are in US dollars, but we want to make sure everybody knows, our Canadian friends, that you can still order. It's going to convert to CAD. In this case, it's about $33 through Talkshop Live, and it's going to come from Canada anyways, so no problem there.
I love that. And I actually love your packaging. Can we just talk about that for 1 second? Because that is really important to me, because I like to have all of my prod out on my counters.
Yeah.
I don't put anything away because it's too much hassle. So if it looks good, it can stay out, which is
and
great.
maybe get used.
Yes, totally.
And you're smart that you put these in. These are not glass bottles, so this way, if you want to have one in your shower, it's not going to smash.
And that is exactly the reason. A lot of these are in glass, but if it is in your shower, that's, I've dropped things in the shower. Who hasn't dropped things in the shower? You want it to bounce, not break.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Okay, so we're all cleansed up.
Well, I feel like we need to talk a little bit more about these, don't you
Okay,
think?
okay.
Because
Sure.
you said that the pH difference is the only difference.
Right.
But so you said so this one, the X is for oily skin?
More dry skin.
More
Think
dry skin.
oily, okay? But
okay,
it's minute, okay? But the difference is small, and it's just that pH. They're both a really good gel clear cleanser. Sometimes when you get those creamy cleansers, and they're creamy cleansers and they're called gentle cleansers, there's an oil in there, an emulsifier in there, and that's what makes it creamy. So now the detergent or the surfactant needs to buffer through that in its own product to clean the oil on your skin. Whereas if you get one that is maybe more aloe-based or some glycerin-based and it's nice and clear, it's really just gonna do that cleaning job on your skin. And cleansers just cleanse. You don't need to spend a ton of money on them with all the fancy ingredients. they just cleanse your skin. If you feel dry after, what do? You moisturize.
Yes.
That's
So
what the moisturizer's job is.
Let's talk about that because that's also a basic of skincare is to moisturize your skin.
Yeah.
And so you have the Stellar Strata
Yes.
moisturizer. So tell us a little bit
one.
about that.
All right, so Stellar Strata, again, I live in a really dry climate. So for me to have things that build up the skin barrier and keep me nice and hydrated is important. So that is really, this is a nice barrier building moisturizer. Now, moisturizer I like to think of as like salt and pepper on your food. You know, some days you need it, some days you might not. Maybe you have a sunscreen that's quite moisturizing. Maybe you have a serum that's quite moisturizing. So if you're feeling dry, you moisturize. If you feel like you could skip it that day, you know your skin best.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I thought you have to use a moisturizer
There's no
every
real
day.
rules in skincare. It literally is, it's like cooking, not baking, right? You don't
Okay.
have to measure and it has to be exact. It's like,
You do
you
what's
can be
right
a little
for you.
face chef.
Okay.
And the Stellar Strata is good for all skin types.
It's good for all skin types.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I love
And that's
that.
this guy right here.
100%.
Cute little bottle again. I love it. And
Actually,
this
this is quite a big bottle. How big is this?
It
Amy?
is a big bottle. And
120?
you know, it is a big
mLs?
bottle. And
Yeah.
I feel like people, they like to moisturize, right? Again, I live in a dry place. They like to moisturize. So putting it in these little bottles doesn't cut it. You know, we have everyone in the household using them. We maybe like to do our neck and our chest and our arms. So having a good, liberally sized moisturizer is nice to have.
Beauty.
Okay,
I love it.
We have a second question. Emma, what do we need to know?
Do any of these products need to be chilled or refrigerated or special storage?
Okay.
Oh, okay, so the question is if any of these products need to be chilled or stored in any special kind of way. That's a good question.
That's a fantastic question because the answer is no. Because the stability testing of your products is really important in the development of your products. So these can freeze, these can thaw. I even had a lady lose one of her heavy C's in her car for 2 years.
Wow.
That's 4 seasons it went through. And she brought it in, she was afraid to use it. And I exchanged it, but mostly because I wanted to do microbial tests and I wanted to see what it looked like after, 8 seasons in someone's car. And it was perfect.
Oh, that's
Okay.
So
lovely.
it really
That's
is
great.
important, that the brand or the formula, your product, has really good stability testing. You don't want it separating or going bad. The preservative systems should be good, so you can get full usage out of your products. Especially as women, we buy so much.
Yeah.
We might not really get through it in 3 months, right?
So, okay, so we've cleansed, we've moisturized.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now let's get into the world of serums because I think there are a lot of options out there. People don't always know what is going to work for them, and you've got a few. So let's talk serums.
Well, we just touched on Heavy C, so why don't we start there?
Sure.
Yeah.
I
sure.
think Heavy C is one of your most popular products.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, vitamin C is in Heavy C, and vitamin C is one of those ingredients in the skincare world that is legit. Nobody really says vitamin C isn't a thing, right? Maybe the, elderflower leaf from the Himalayas is not a thing, but vitamin C is really a thing. So it really does work. It's something, okay? Nobody's gonna laugh at you for looking for a good vitamin C. The trouble with most vitamin C's is they're an L-absorbic acid, and even though that is a well-studied and really beneficial antioxidant, it's not very stable. It oxidizes really fast, so if you see your vitamin C kind of going orange or brown, it's really losing its efficacy at that point. So there are different esters of vitamin C that you can use. This is an ethyl absorbic acid, so it's very stable. You're going to get all those great antioxidant and brightening properties. But as we now know from the car experiment, it will last a very long time and stay stable. And it's in a hyaluronic acid base. So, if that's sort of an ingredient that you want to incorporate into your skincare, then that's a perfect product.
So you said it brightens. What else does vitamin C do for your skin?
Vitamin C is also imperative in collagen synthesis. So, even though sunscreen is the most anti-aging thing you can do, vitamin C is a really good support for that. So you could wash Heavy C, moisturize, sunscreen, and then out the door you go.
Okay.
Oh, I like that regime,
Yeah.
and I love all of these new words that I'm like learning today. I'm like, I know it's like a chemistry class. I love it. And I have a beaker in front of me too. So that's
Heavy C is $69.99 USDs, which is about $88 Canadian. So you can click and take a closer look at it on the left side.
and I use it every day.
Yeah, Heavy C is
I really
amazing.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use it every day, and it's great.
And
That's why you look so good.
Allie's 85 years old. It works. Okay, let's talk about Atomic Calm. Another serum. What is the difference between Atomic Calm and Heavy C?
So Heavy C, anti-aging, brightening. So let's just say it's good for most people, but some people have that really pink or red undertone or inflamed skin. Maybe you've overexfoliated, common. Maybe you have some acne. So you want things that are more anti-inflammatory for your skin. And this has a great ingredient in it called niacinamide. Another legit good skincare ingredient, and lots of omegas. So I have oilier skin and I tend to be on the pink side. So I actually use this as my moisturizer every morning.
Okay.
Does that help with like under eye puffiness at all? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, asking for a friend. Okay, so if you love to have chips and champagne before bed,
Who doesn't?
that
I
might
know.
contribute to the puffiness. If it's true puffiness, I would just make sure you're drinking enough water before bed. You can always do a little massage, but you know what? You can use both of these products up to the eye line.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Great.
I love it. Now, Atomic Calm, what's the price on that one? Is $89.99. I did the math thanks to Google. It was about 113 Canadian dollars. So not
Yeah.
bad for a serum.
Absolutely.
It's good. And I know that your stuff does last a long time.
Yeah,
so.
it does. You just need one pump from here to here.
Okay,
Right.
that's what I
Yeah.
was gonna say too. It's like I never really know how much to use,
Just one.
so just
I know.
a little.
When we first buy it, I know we're like,
yeah, just,
yeah, one pump.
okay,
Now,
okay.
the other
And
serum.
always, sorry,
Sorry,
you
Annie.
always have to use the excess here,
Oh,
right? I always do that. Don't waste any of it. Face, neck, décolleté.
okay, all the
Back of
things.
On the back of the hands.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, we had another serum we wanted to talk about. This is your first product that you ever created, I think, was it not?
It's the OG.
It's the
the
OG. I love it. The XOPM.
Yeah.
Let's talk about XOPM.
So it's the OG of XO. XOPM is like a nice oil serum. And this, I worked with an aromatherapist to help me design the smell for this because I'm very ritualistic about my skincare. And I wanted something I could use before bed. If you have trouble sleeping, that routine before bed is so important, right? And the scent just is relaxing and decadent. So put a little bit of oil serum in your hands, press that on your skin, take a nice inhalation of it, and then go to bed.
Have a little spa moment. before
Yeah,
bed. I love
moment.
it.
Right, the wind down is important, right?
It
I
is.
think we're all a little bit wound up at the moment, and it's nice to have that little extra something
For
to
sure.
get some rest. How are we doing for questions, Emma? Do we have any new ones?
We do. Someone is asking about retinol. Do any of your products include retinol?
Okay. The question is if any of the products include retinol. Annie, what do we think about retinol?
Retinol's great. So again, lots of forms of vitamin C, lots of forms of vitamin A. So retinol is the chemical way to stimulate collagen. None of these have any retinol in them. I think that because I have a little skincare shop, I do lots of treatments that can induce collagen without that sort of irritation or downtime of the retinol. But, you know, it is a really good product if you're looking at reversing the clock or dealing with some acne or some pigmentation. It just comes with a little bit of irritation and a slow build up to it.
Now, isn't it true that retinol you're not supposed to use all year? Did I hear that? You can use it all year?
Yeah, you can use it all year.
Okay.
It speeds the cellular turnover of your skin. So all the little fresh baby skin cells, they come to the top faster. So you certainly want to make sure you double down on sunscreen if you're going to be out or you live somewhere really sunny or you spend a lot of time outdoors.
Okay.
You can use it all year long, but you have to wear a lot of sunscreen with it.
Okay.
Important.
Okay.
Now, I want to get into something a little bit more customized because there's always going to be somebody that struggles with their skincare, or they want to try something a little bit special. They're not sure what they need in their routine. So let's talk about Satellite X.
Yeah, okay. So I did mention we have a lab at XO that I love spending time in. And the Satellite X series program or virtual appointment is really for those people that want to narrow down their skincare. They are tired of using these long programs of skincare, and so I create sort of that necessary active product that is perfect for their skin. But we can tailor the texture of it, the scent of it, the usage of it to their lifestyle. So it's something that they really enjoy using.
That's fantastic. So it's absolutely customizable.
100%.
You do a virtual consultation with them.
Yeah.
You have a little chat about their skin.
Yep.
You then kind of customize something for them. So is it just one product? It could be like a wide range of products. Can they give you a budget that they're working with? How does that? No, I'm just asking. I mean,
Yeah.
I think those are all good questions.
How much you got, Allie? It's
got a
just the
machine gun.
serum. It's
Yeah,
just the serum.
totally.
And it's because the serums are they're the workhorses of your skincare regime, right? Cleansers just cleanse, moisturizers just moisturize, and they're going to be your personal preference along with the sunscreen. But that active product that is sort of helping you fix your problems, helping you prevent new problems, that is the one that's very unique to everyone. So to customize that for a skincare lover is fantastic.
Okay.
So I can FaceTime with you, and I'll open up my drawer full of 1,000,007 skincare products.
I wanna
and
see
you're
them
gonna
all.
say, throw that out,
No,
keep
no.
using that one.
I never say throw it out. I say use it on your butt. You have lots of skin somewhere else, right? Like don't waste stuff. Just use it somewhere else.
Oh, that's hilarious. Those dry elbows.
Oh my God,
Okay,
that's
I love it.
hilarious. Okay,
I love
what
it.
about XOA? What is that?
So XOA is my brilliant and creative treatment that I do, XO treatment room, so XOA for Annie. I came up with that in 5 minutes. XOA is the treatment I do in the shop. XOA in a box is a treatment that I can customize and send to you in the mail. It typically is a chemical peel, and we do that together over FaceTime. And I mean, last year alone, we did over 2,500 of these while people were at home wanting to look after their skin, and they were phenomenal. The results just make me so proud to do them.
You did 2,500 remote
That's-
facials and peels.
I worked
incredible.
more in 2020 than I did in 2019. I had to
Yes.
go into work on weekends. It was
love
great.
that.
So, yeah.
That's incredible. And I mean, that's the exact thing, right? I feel like so many people have had to kind of adjust the way that they run their businesses, and you did it right because it's like everybody's at home, but we still need to take care of our skin, and this is such a great
It's
way
true.
of doing
Yeah.
that.
And you even did an XOA treatment with one of the editors from Elle magazine.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
and
absolutely.
So I saw it. She wrote a beautiful feature all about her experience, and it really just kind of blew up from there.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and they were really fun photos to post too, right? Like people were really into the peeling of their skin and not shy about putting it online.
Totally, but it's also getting that whole spa moment, right? Kind of getting that relaxation in and calming yourself and doing all that, which is great.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about a chemical peel. So I think it sounds really scary to most people. I've done actually a couple with you, Annie, and I just did one actually about 2.5 weeks ago. I felt like my skin was feeling really dull, and it was winter, and you start to just you don't feel so great about your face.
Well, yeah, what are the
And
benefits?
It really helped me out, especially some of the little dark spots that I have from sun damage are a lot lighter. But what are people's fears when they talk about chemical peels?
Well, yeah, they need to come up with a different name for it. Chemical peel doesn't sound good, but water's a chemical, so just think of it that way. I think that the real benefits of a chemical peel are you can get multiple issues at once, right? We can smooth, exfoliate, brighten, fine lines, tone, texture, acne. You can get so many things in one treatment. There is a little bit of downtime with it. I tell people 7 to 10 days, but it depends on the peel. A lot of people are telling me day 4, nothing's happening. I just look good. So they can happen in small ways or it can happen in big dramatic ways. It depends what shape your skin is in to start with. And that's why it's great to custom compound something exactly for your skin type, right? And for how much downtime you can have, which is a lot for most people these days.
Right.
So it's not like a Samantha situation in Sex and the City when she gets a peel and all of
my
a sudden
God.
she can't go anywhere.
That's,
looks like a monster.
that's
Yeah.
the olden days. I think that's the olden days. There's probably still is certain very famous dermatologists that do certain peels that they have to anesthetize you for.
Oh
Like
my
they're
God.
huge, and then you have to go live in the mountains for like 3 months. These are not them. There's a lot of evidence that does say, small to medium depth peels and doing a series of them is much safer and better results.
So the XOA in a box is $175 US, which is about $220 Canadian, but that includes a FaceTime consultation. So you're going to talk them
Yep.
through it. You're going to talk about your skincare needs, maybe how deep of a peel you're comfortable with, things like that. You're going to get a box full of all the product and the recovery product, right? And then
Yep.
you're going to go through the peel process together live on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that you even put a little fan in there. If things start getting a little bit hot, you
They
can
get spicy.
cool yourself down a little bit.
Love
and then
it.
you stay in touch for the next 10 days.
Yeah. You send me pictures, we talk. If I met your cat, I'm going to want an update. So we're always in touch.
I love that. That's so amazing. And I feel like there's not many people that are doing these remote facials. So I
No.
feel like it's a really good thing. And you can
Yeah.
kind of be anywhere in the world and be able to get this beautiful treatment like our friends in Botswana that we talked about last time.
I just want to know, now, are there any questions about peels? Nothing right now? Okay, well, I guess we explained it well. So good. So then we will just move along then.
To some new products.
Some new stuff. Now, Annie, you also do, capsule collections.
Yes.
And you just launched a new capsule collection yesterday.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. So capsule collections are when I am inspired or curious and I work on something that I put out for a limited amount of time. This one took me a long time. It is called the Solids. It is a multi-use, multi-purpose, low-waste packaging product. And I just thought in skincare, what can we do to reduce the consumption of the packaging? Some products I bought over the last year had a lot. Plastic wrapped and plastic wrapped and plastic wrapped and plastic. And that's really what inspired me is, why do we need all of this? I mean, we need the hygiene of the product. We need labels on the product. A naked product is not really going to fit into most people's lifestyle, but this is a post-consumer recycled cardboard, and I worked with Laura Markley, who goes by Waste Free PhD. You can look her up online, Facebook, or her blog, and she really helped me understand the recycling system. We have a fantastic one here in Calgary, one of the best in North America, but not everybody has that, and not everybody puts things in the bin, right? So what's going to last longer in the wild? This or this?
Right.
So this one is basically like, so you just push it up.
Yeah.
And this is a
There is
moisturizing situation.
This is in everything.
Oh.
The collection actually did start off as more than one product, but I wanted to go less. So if you have a little bit of pigmentation, you have a little bit of irritation or erythema, or you've just got a few fine lines like these lines or these lines, you can target those areas with this product, or you can moisturize all over it and use it as your daily moisturizer. Morning and night, neck. It takes a little bit to get used to doing it differently on your face, but honestly, I love it. And
Yes.
sometimes, when you put makeup on and it's like, oh my God, it's sinking in there. Will put makeup on and then I just go like this and it plumps them right up. Lips, you name it.
Oh my
Very
God,
multi-purpose.
everything.
And
And
it smells really good.
It does.
Too.
It's kind of like a fresh,
Yeah.
melony. It smells delicious. It
I
just
asked-
smells clean.
I asked her before what the smell was, and she said fresh AF.
Oh, okay.
Trademark.
Done.
So, but you've not only thought about, you know, the packaging but you've thought a lot as well about how you ship it too, because that's a
all
big part
the
of it.
packaging, yeah. So again, recycled cardboard. Instead of using our normal crinkly paper in these packages, we use the potato starch nuggets that you don't even throw out. You just rinse them down the drain. Like they just are
just
gone.
dissolve?
Okay, I wanted
That,
to try
yeah,
this.
I
We
give
have
you
our
guys some water over
beaker
there.
here,
Put a
so that we
handful
can-
of them in there. They just dissolve.
Oh my God,
So you
let's
can
do
just
that.
dump them in your sink, turn the water on, and these are gone. Yeah, and then you can even see that the card that is in the solids there is also recyclable and on post-consumer recycled paper.
Cool, and
Yeah.
it's got some interesting information on here about the waste hierarchy, and I love this. It's refuse,
Yeah, refuse. Do you need it?
right? Reuse,
Yeah.
reduce, recycle, and rot.
Reuse the butt, right? Put your creams on the butt. Recycle it. But the only no waste, zero waste product you're ever gonna find is the one you don't buy, right? So zero waste, I know that's becoming a popular term, but it's not a thing. We can go low waste, and depending on where you are, there might be certain options. I was really interested in some of the cool bioplastics available, but the facilities that we have to recycle don't recycle bioplastics, right? So even though it comes from a wheatgrass, it still winds up in the landfill, and that's not an environment that will properly decompose in. So it
Right.
becomes garbage.
And
Sounds
these,
good.
These are
but-
almost gone.
I know.
Which is so
Like
cool.
they just disappeared
They're
in front of
gone.
our eyes,
And
which is incredible.
This is perfect because it is almost Earth Day, so it's great for us to think about these things.
Yeah.
And for a product that does so many things at once, this is really good value. This is $41.50 US dollars, which is about 52. This, I mean, you know, secrets out. Annie actually let me try one of these a while ago when it was like maybe not your final version, but close to final version, and like it's just never going away. I feel like it's lasting me for. It's gonna last me until I end up in the landfill.
Yeah, it's an incredible product for sure. I love it. And then let's talk about some new products. What other new
Oh,
things that you have going on? Because
This
I
is
see
so cute.
a cute little kitten.
Okay.
A kitten
Okay.
whiskers. What is
Kitten
that all
whiskers.
about?
Okay. People are always like asking about the clean beauty, the vegan beauty, and I always say, what do you think's in it? Kitten whiskers. So I finally decided to just make a cute little product, and I named it Kitten Whiskers. And I just really love the little packaging it came in.
It's really cute.
But back to me, I keep developing things that I need, right? So I feel like as I get older in your 40s, like I can see little lines here. You know,
yeah.
So this is really a lip treatment. It's not an oil that you'd put on throughout the day. I like to, when I'm done talking, drinking, and eating, which is nighttime, I like to put it on and then go to bed. Try it on. It feels a little active, but it keeps your lips like defined and plump and full and youthful.
Now, is it shiny?
It's an oil, so no, it's a treatment. It's not meant to make you all glossy and gorgeous. You'll be that on your own when you wake up in the morning.
Ooh, girl, yes, I'm all about it.
Allie, what does it taste
Yeah.
like? Anything?
Kitten whiskers.
Like a kiss from a kitty.
Authentic, yeah.
Yeah, that feels great. That feels really good.
Yeah, so your lips feel really full and firm with it.
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
Jason always says that I use too much of his chapsticks because my lips are so big. But I'll just
He
get my
borrows
own.
it, and I say, you know what? Stop using it all. Cool. And Kitten Whiskers is, what's the price on this one? Is $28.75 USD or 36 Canadian dollars. So great. That's actually a pretty generous tube, and it is so cute. I don't know if you look at the pictures on the tab, you'll see how adorable this is. Everybody's gonna want.
Yeah, you can view all the products if you just click on the images tab, and then of course click the shop tab to buy any of these pieces. It's super easy. And then we have left something that I feel like is a huge hit, the Lunar Veil, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
We're not going to say best for last, but this Lunar Veil was featured in O magazine a little over a year ago when
Yeah.
after you first launched it.
Yeah.
Somehow, I can't confirm whether or not Oprah uses this every day.
Just look at her skin. She
Exactly,
must.
exactly.
But it made it to the pages, and that was so exciting.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely
So what is
incredible.
Lunar Veil? Let's
yes.
talk about it.
So Lunar Veil is a sleep mask, okay? Sometimes, when we're just wash, moisturize, sunscreen, off you go, during the day, that works for us. But at night, you want a treatment, but you're not going to be staying up to do all your face masks. So this is just a density of biofermented sea kelp and a lot of ingredients, antioxidants, that help keep that moisture from evaporating from your skin. We call it trans or epidermal water loss.
Okay, so
But
it
we'll just say
seals
the
everything
evaporation.
in.
Yes.
So you put on your serums, everything else, and you
then
want to
it's
lock
like
it
the
in.
saran wrap of your face. You
Okay.
just put that on and you go to sleep. I often have clients that will use it too when they're going skiing or hiking, and they just feel like that they don't want the environment, whipping at their cheeks. So they'll put something like this on as well. So sleep mask that you would wear for, the 12, 15, 18 hours, however long you sleep.
I love it. And actually, one of the greatest pieces of advice that you gave me was when Jason and I were traveling pretty much every single month. We were going somewhere for work. And this is a great thing to put on when you're on the airplane too, because that kind of recycled air really wreaked havoc on my skin. And ever since I started using that, it was delightful because you just,
Great.
you step off the plane and your skin looks great. And you don't have to
little
worry.
smoothie for your skin.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. I love
So
it.
this one is $169.99. It is very luxurious. If it's good enough for Oprah, it's good enough for you.
100%.
In CADs, that's about $214. You can
Worth
check that
every
out.
penny.
Do we have any other questions? Wow, we are very thorough with our answers today. Anything else we want to add? Annie, I think we covered everything.
We did, but we've got free shipping over $75
Yes.
and all orders through Talkshop Live, if you're going to shop during this, are going to get one of my antioxidant mists. You guys, somebody missed this on yourself.
Oh my God, I was
Just
just
smell
about to do
this.
that. Okay.
I made this for you guys, and it's very summery.
Oh my God, it
We're
is.
washing away
that's nice.
all the cold weather.
Oh, I love it.
And it's just, it's going to hydrate you throughout the day, right? So you have that nice humid environment, keeps your makeup fresh, keeps your skin fresh, and honestly, it just makes me happy.
I love that. So free shipping on orders over $75, and every order gets one
Every
of these?
order from Talkshop Live with the Style Guys
that's
gets a free
awesome.
mist.
Oh my God, Annie. That's amazing. I know you really are. And oh my goodness. So you have not only given us skincare lessons, you have given us chemistry lessons, you have given us all the lessons, and we're so happy to have you here. Thank you so much for being with us. Honestly,
you.
It's been an absolute delight. If you have any other questions, send them our way. Of course, follow us on Instagram and like this page. And of course, this video will live on now forever, we're hoping for.
That's right.
Yeah, so make sure you get all of Annie's amazing products because they are great. We use them every single day, and I feel like we look pretty good.
We're
They're
doing our
cute.
best. We're doing our best. Make sure that you follow our Style Guys page on Talkshop Live. Follow us on Instagram at the Style Guys CA, and follow Annie at XO Treatment Room on Instagram. She's very busy on her stories. It's very fun to watch.
It is,
And
yes.
we're going to be back next Friday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, the same as this spot. And we're going to have the boys from Adesso in the house. So make sure you tune in then. Thank you so much for watching. We love you. Thank you for all of your support. And we'll see you next week.
Mwah.